before TikTok goes bye-bye, let's talk about a couple more things I do to be more feminine. Get that out of the background. It's very, very rare that I leave a date, that I leave meeting someone, that I leave a phone call, any type of encounter for the very first time when I speak to them. At the end of the phone call, they always say, I enjoyed talking to you. You make me feel so comfortable. You make me feel, it's always that type of compliment. And I expect it. I know it's gonna happen. But how do I do it? I am always calm. I'm always listening. I'm never going to rush someone. I'm never gonna be like, oh, but what were we saying? Like, I'm not. I'm gonna let them finish their entire thought, and I'm gonna always be like, oh, and add comforting language. Like, oh my gosh, oh, that must have been hard. Yeah, no, I totally understand. And then ask them questions about it. I think that we underestimate the importance of asking people questions, because if they're talking about something, they probably enjoy what they're talking about, or maybe they just want to vent about it. Honestly, like, another thing that I do going on the phone call is I might cut the phone call a little prematurely, and I'm not trying to be manipulative or anything like that, but I'm like, oh, I have to go, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, but I enjoyed talking to you, or something like that. So that way they don't ever kick me off the phone, but I'm the one that's kind of like in control of when the phone call ends and they want to talk to me again. Another thing that I always say to do is ask men for favors. Ask men for simple favors. Hey, can you grab that for me? Hey, can you open this for me? Little tiny things, because although men aren't going to be like, ooh, I feel like a macho man when she asks me to do X, Y, and Z, they're going to feel like that. They're going to feel needed. And that's what you want. You want them to feel needed. Always accept help. Always accept, hey, can I get you anything? Never, no. Always, yeah, sure, maybe a water. Always be a little damsel in distress. The other day I was at the gym and something was really heavy, and so I tried to take it off, and a guy came out of nowhere and he's like, oh, let me get that. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I stepped back. I wasn't like, no, let me get it. I'm like, oh, thank you. I didn't know that that was so heavy. I'm sure he felt like the man, because all the men around him were kind of just looking and like giggling, and I'm like, yeah, that could have been you, but it wasn't. You attract more bees with honey. So if you're talking to a guy and he's not doing something that you like for him to do, instead of being like, oh my gosh, I hate that you don't do blah, 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 or like, why haven't you been doing da, 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 da? No. Instead, we're gonna be like, I love when you send me a good morning text. I love when you open the door for me. It makes me feel so safe when you do X, Y, and Z. I love this. So you're going to affirm the positive behavior so that they do more of this behavior. You're not going to say, but I don't want to. Always affirm the positive behavior. We need to learn to speak politely. If you want to be a classy woman, don't say vulgar things, don't curse, don't say the F word. Instead of saying, oh, I'm gonna go pee real quick. Excuse me, I'm gonna go to the restroom. Restroom, not pee. Upper lip, not mustache. Underarms, not armpit. Like, there's different ways that you can tweak your language just a little bit that will make you seem so much more educated and classy. Okay, body language, very, very important. We're not gonna be like this. Do you see that? You can't even see your shape. You can't see anything. Instead, you're gonna have nice posture, shoulders back, stomach tucked in. You're not gonna be like this all the time. You're gonna be open. You're gonna be inviting. You're gonna smile. You're gonna wave. You're gonna speak to people. You're not gonna have your legs wide open. You're gonna cross your legs. And I love etiquette. I know I talked about serving the person that I'm with because it just brings out the femininity in me. If I sit down and I'm at a restaurant, the napkin that has your cutlery in it, you're gonna put it on your lap. Little tiny etiquette things like that will make you seem so much more classy and feminine. Lastly, do what makes you feel sexy. Do what makes you feel confident. If that's matching lingerie under your pajamas or your work clothes, then that's okay. No one else has to see. But you know what's under there, and you know under this, I look really good. Romanticize making dinner, have a glass of wine, have some cute PJs. In the shower, shave everything, even if no one's gonna be touching it. But you know that you're smooth and that you smell good. These are the things that stem from inside that just exude femininity, and they exude that you take care of yourself. Oh, last thing. I said I always have my nails done, but I will always have my toes done. If my toes aren't done, guess what? They're not gonna be shown. I hope TikTok is not banned. If it is banned, that'll be really, really sad. You can always follow me on my Instagram and my YouTube that I'm going to be having linked in my bio. I thank you so much for all your love and all your support. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to DM me or reach out to me. I love talking to you guys. But yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, things I do to be more feminine, part 2. Sometimes men do really annoying things to try and make you feel jealous or insecure. Some guy is talking to me and he's like, oh yeah, did you see that girl, da da da? I'm like, I know, she was so beautiful, huh? But anyway, what are we gonna eat? And then like change the subject abruptly and he's gonna be like, I'm not gonna let a man get me out of character, because why would I want to do that? Whoever that man is following is not your business. I feel like that gives, she's better than me, without having to say she's better than you. So at any sign of disrespect, I literally am like, my husband wouldn't do this, and then I could leave. You have to know that you can leave at any sign of disrespect. At the first sign of disrespect, maybe at the second, whatever, because we're just girls. But you have to know that you can leave whenever. That guy wants to check girls out all the time whenever you guys are on dates. Okay, your husband would never, and you move on. Don't go back and forth. Honestly, I am not going to like look at the check and fake like I'm gonna grab it. I'm not gonna grab it, like, ever. Personally, I want to be with a man who feels emasculated for me even offering to pay for it. I feel like men feel manly when they could pay for your girl's food. Now, there's one exception. If this guy is like taking me on dates and stuff and he's, you know, whining and dining me, whatever, I don't mind getting dessert. One-time dessert though. Like, I'll just get a dessert, show you that I'm appreciative of you, but thanks for getting dinner 5 times. When a man tries to neg you, instead of laughing out of discomfort, I would look at him and be like, what do you mean? Like, don't laugh, no emotion, just straight, what do you mean by that? Or did you mean to sound like when you said, oh? And then just make him feel really awkward, like, oh, okay. This also goes with like sexual remarks. If a man tries to comment on my body or tries to make a sexual innuendo, I'm like, what do you mean by that? Like, I want them to explain it. Because like, I'm a lady with class. You're not gonna make me feel like I'm a $2 This next thing will make you feel like a goddess, and it'll make a man feel like a man. So if I'm like conversing with a guy and hasn't mentioned his name, I'm like, I actually act like I care. And I'm like, what's your name? And then they tell me their name. We're chatting, blah, blah, blah. And then as you're walking away, you're still making eye contact. Oh my gosh, eye contact. It makes you feel like the baddest, hottest, most woman ever. If you can hold eye contact without being like without being shy, hold eye contact. Teach yourself to look at someone in the eyes. Don't like continue to stare at them in the eyes like this, but just look at them in the eyes and then away. But going back, ADHD. Okay, so if you're talking to someone after you got their name and you're having the conversation, right? You're gonna look at them and be like, okay, Chad, I hope you enjoy your day. And then do a little smile and walk away. Or like, okay, Joe, I love talking to you today. I hope you have a good day. Or anything. Just use their name at the end of a conversation. Also, smile more. If you are walking past someone and you think they're attractive, just smile at them. Like, just a quick little smile. And you want them to talk to you. After you smile, look back at them and then just keep walking. And if they don't come up to you after that, then they're not the man for you, babe. They're not. They're scared. Along with teaching myself to speak slower, I taught myself to move slower. So like, if I'm doing something and I'm like really hurried, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, let me hurry up and move. I'm gonna make sure everything is very slow and very fluid and not hurried. I just feel the most of my feminine when I'm able to just take my time and to not rush, even if it's like simple movements, like sitting down. If I'm gonna sit down, I'm not gonna hurry up and pull out the chair and then sit down. When you hurry up and do things, that's when you mess up. That's when you drop things. That's when you spill things. And then you're gonna be all frantic trying to clean it up. Take your time. Let everything be smooth. Let people wait on you. Be a woman. Be a feminine. It's okay. Also, I love this. I could literally talk about this forever. But take up space. If you have an outfit that you really want to wear, don't be like, but I can't wear it because no, girl. Command attention literally wherever you go. Look at people, smile at people, talk to people. This is how you can be the most feminine, the most tension grabbing. Be confident. Even if you're not confident, fake it till you make it. And lastly, I have learned to not over explain. As soon as I feel like I've said all I needed to say, then I'll shut my mouth and I'll let them speak. Another thing with over explaining, you don't need to tell a man that you're not going to treat me like this is how I deserve to be treated. No, you're not going to do any of that. You're going to observe how a man treats you and you're going to say, do I like this? Do I want to be treated like this for the rest of my life? Do I want to be loved like this for the rest of my life? And you have to teach people how to treat you. If I don't like the way that you're treating me, I'll turn around. Even if I'm crying, you're not going to see me crying, but I'm going to turn around and I'm going to act like, and then I'm going to cry as I'm walking to my car. But that's kind of all I have today. If you want me to do a part 3, then let me know. Okay, bye.